And news just coming in, 61 senior authors and intellectuals have written a letter of appeal to the Chief Minister of Karnataka on the dangers of increasing communal tension. The letter mentions boycotting Muslim traders near temples, the hijab row, and government contemplating the induction of the Bhagavad Gita into academics as points of friction. The letter asks the Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai to act on this. Now, the People Union of Civil Liberties has written this letter to the Governor of Karnataka and the Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai regarding the dangerous unconstitutional economic boycott of Muslim businesses in temple fairs in Karnataka. So this letter, of course, has been written by about 61 senior authors and intellectuals. Let's go across to Sagay Raj, who's reporting on this. Sagay, give us more details of what this letter essentially says. We understand it does, pertinently mention the boycotting of Muslim traders.
These are two different letters. One letter written by 61 senior authors and intellectuals who have appraised the issue of increasing communal tension across the state, including people boycotting the Muslim traders, as well as Karnataka government, which is contemplating to induct Bhagavad Gita in the academic. Of boycotting Muslim traders. Remember, a few Hindu activists had demanded local body of their respective districts to go ahead and ban the Muslim traders following the protest against this particular community on Karnataka High Court verdict. And subsequently, there was no order which was being issued because it was unconstitutional. But these Hindu activists, they themselves had taken the contract from all these temples to establish the shops and other business outside the temples, and did not allow Muslim traders to establish their business outside the temple. And this was started from one district and has been spread across many districts, and which has been highlighted by all these intellectuals and senior authors to Karnataka Chief Minister, how it can be dangerous to the society, especially in the state of Karnataka, which might be dangerous signals in the days to come. And they have requested Karnataka Chief Minister to address this issue and bring a solution much before these things go out of hand. Remember, yesterday Hindu activists came out and said that there should be a halal ban, where people should not go ahead and buy food from halal meat shops across the state. And this was followed by the request from the ban of traders and several other things from the Muslim, and now there is a halal ban which has been required, and there are several requests which are coming every single day, which is creating communal unrest in the state of Karnataka. And these intellectuals and authors, as well as one more organization of People Union, have requested Karnataka Chief Minister and Governor to address and the issue of communal hatred which has been spreading across the state.
Now, Sagay, very, very quickly, what's the kind of response that these letters and points are getting in terms of a response from the government?
See, the letter has been submitted today. We need to wait and watch how the government is going to respond for this, because any given day, these things are unconstitutional, where government have not endorsed the demand of all these Hindu activists. But the question which has been raised by all these intellectuals is why the government is also not acting upon these people, why there is no restrictions or deploy security and allow these Muslim traders to set up their shops outside these temples. Because yesterday when we spoke to Home Minister, he said that these are the repercussions which has been faced by this community which had protested against Karnataka High Court. And this was also appraised within the assembly, where the ministers have said that it is a part of the law which was being established by Congress government, which says that they have to allow only people who are following Hindu faith to establish the shops and business outside the temple. And they said that it is a clause which is there in the Mujrai department, that is the endowment law, which allows the Hindu faith people to establish all these traders outside the temple.
So perhaps again the
these were
government's
arguments which
response
have
so
been
far
happening,
hasn't
but
been
there
as
is no
robust as one would have
concrete
hoped for. Thank you for joining us on that.